Hi, this is Rajshekhar Iligar. Today I am going to explain you about the breadboard, the basic requirement of any electronic student or engineer to check the circuits immediately, and later on you can go for design. So breadboard, it is easy to check your electronic circuits. So I am going to show you the actual breadboard physically. So this is the breadboard, how it is look like. So and this is the one we have opened it to show you thoroughly inside what is the breadboard. These are the metal clips used in the layout of the breadboard. So first I will explain you about the layout of the breadboard. Before doing any connection, you should thoroughly know how the breadboard is designed actually. Based on that, you can build any circuits on the breadboard to check easily for the output. First you should understand what is the breadboard design. Now I am going to explain you the internal structure of the breadboard so that you can insert the components and make your circuits very easily. First thing I will show you the layout initially. So these are the holes or points, you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes. Like that you will get 5 set of holes at one side of the breadboard. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 holes. And other side of the breadboard there are also same thing. 5 set of holes is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the bottom also same thing. And here also vertically there are holes are there. And in the bottom also there are set of holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that it goes on. And after that also same thing. As in the upper side, there are set of 5 holes. So now to understand the layout of the breadboard, I will do one thing. Wherever I will make a straight line, that path you just take it as a short path, and wherever I put into mark, that is the open path. First I will do one thing. This path is short path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there is no connection between this and this, and also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the bottom also there is the same thing. These 5 slots are horizontally shorted path, but here to here there is no connection. Here also this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is a shorted path, but there is no connection between this and this. And this upper line, the holes are horizontally shorted, and these holes are vertically shorted. Wherever I am drawing the straight lines, these are the holes vertically shorted. In the bottom also this is like this, and in the upper case 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots. There is no connection between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are all shorted path, and it is also there short path. There is no connection between this and this, and it is a short path. It is also horizontally shorted, and there is no connection between this and this. So all the slots in between these are vertically shorted. In the bottom, these are all horizontally shorted up to this 5 slots. Here it is a 5 slots. It is horizontally shorted. Vertically it is shorted from here to here. All these are vertically shorted. But remember one thing, there is no connection, this vertical path between this and this. There is no connection. And this horizontally, there is no connection between this and this. Here it is horizontally shorted, here it is vertically shorted, but there is no connection between this and this and this and this. Now, usually in the breadboard connection, you require the more number of slots for VCC and ground. So it is preferable to use this VCC, and for this ground, the horizontally path that is connected. This path usually is for ground, and this path usually you are making it for VCC, because you are getting more number of points here for VCC and ground. Suppose you assume that your circuit is a big circuit, you need the ground point from here, start point up to end point. You need to take one small wire and connecting wire, and you make a short manually from here to here. Manually, if you make a short from here to here, this entire path becomes ground line. In the same manner, if you have more number of VCC points from here to here, you have to take manually one connecting wire. You have to make a short from here to here by using wire, so that you can have the VCC point from here to here. So this is how the breadboard is designed. You remember that these are the points vertically shorted, but there is no limit connection. These are the path horizontally shorted, but there is no connection between this and this. This is important. Whenever you are going to put IC, that is always inserted in between of the breadboard, like this. Suppose IC, if you want to put IC length, if it is like this, here you can do the connections. So always IC is mounted in between on the breadboard, and resistors and capacitors you can insert like this. I will show you practically how to insert resistors, capacitors and all. Now this is actually the breadboard. I have explained you about the layout. Now I will take two resistors. I will show you how to do the series connections. See here. These are the resistors. So resistors you can connect series. You can take any end because resistors do not have any polarity. So in the breadboard, if you want to make two resistors in series, suppose if your circuit is like this, how to do this series connection of resistors I will show you. Here you can take any one slot here and you insert one end of the resistors, other end you just give free end. Now connecting the other resistor with this one in series, you remember this slot and you see this. Here you have to connect like this. In the same vertical slot you have to go and you have to connect the other end of the resistor, one end of the other resistor, and other end you can leave. So this is the resistors you have to connect in series, end to end. This is the one end of the resistor, other end it is connected to the other end of resistors. If you do this, this becomes a open connection. See, observe here, it is an open connection. Now I am connecting properly. So this is a short connection and right connection. This is the resistor. Suppose one more resistor, if you want to put series, you have to go end to end. You have to consider the same vertical path and you have to insert one end of the resistor, other end you can leave. You can connect and you can go on. So see here, end to end, the same vertical path. You have to maintain and connect here. Now all these resistors are series. See here the one end comes here in the vertical slot. At the same vertical slot, the other end resistor one end starts and other end resistor one end same. The vertical path is same. You see here the same vertical path. Here also the same path. Here you can take connections for other circuits. So this is the thing where you have to connect the resistors in series. Resistors in series. You have to maintain this vertical path. Suppose same resistors, two resistors, if you want to connect with the parallel in the circuit, how you are going to write this like this? Parallel connection. How you have to connect? So two types I will show you. One resistor you put like this. Other resistors you have to put in the same vertical slot, one end, other end the same vertical slot. Now this becomes parallel connection. So observe here the same slot, both the end parallelly it is connected. This is suppose if you want to put one more resistors in parallel, you have to go with the same vertical slot and you have to end with the same slot. Now these three resistors are in parallel. Here the vertical slot is same. Here also the same. So these three resistors are in parallel now. So this is a one type you can do parallel connection. Other type I'll show you. If you want to use the upper and lower slots, so you can put parallelly like this, one end here, other end of the resistor here, but you have to consider the same slots. Here 3 resistors I have put parallelly in this direction. Here you observe the same line of vertical short path. There are 3 ends. Here also there is a open end, open slot, and here it is 3 end at the same side. So this is also a parallel connection. If you can treat like this, this is also a parallel connection. This is also a parallel connection. This is a series connection. Now I will show you one more thing. Suppose if you want to put 2 resistors in parallel, 2 resistors in parallel and 1 resistors in series. How you have to do this? First I will put 2 resistors in parallel like this. Two resistors in parallel. Other resistors have to take series and make the end free for further connections. I will take this path, vertical path, and connect here. So this is 2 resistors in parallel, and at the same point the other resistor started, and this is open end for future connections, and here also the end is open for further connections. This is how 2 parallel and 1 series. Suppose now I will show with the capacitor. Suppose if we have 2 capacitors electrolytic and you have to make these capacitors in series, how you have to do is, since capacitors are having this thing polarity, this is a positive and negative, next positive and negative. How you have to do is, you have to consider here the polarity, it is a negative, you have to put like this, positive and negative. This is the capacitor I am putting in series. Here it is a negative sign is there, minus symbol, you have to put series. Now these 2 capacitors are become series. Here this is one end for connection, this other end open, the middle end you have to short in this vertical path. This is how capacitors you can put in series. And suppose if you want to put IC, you have to put in the middle of the circuit, middle of the breadboard, you have to insert like this IC. Now you can take connections from IC pin number, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Suppose pin number 1, you can make connections using these holes, 1, 2, 3, 4 holes. Here also it is a 4 holes. You have to put IC like this. Never put IC in this vertical direction, because if you put like this IC, all these pins is going to be shorted, your IC pins. Always put IC in the middle of the breadboard. That is the procedure. Suppose one more IC I will show you. You have to put like this. In the middle of the breadboard you have to insert the IC. This is how you have to make the connections. And suppose talking about VCC and ground, as I told in the breadboard, the points from here to here, it is a shorted point, as I showed on the whiteboard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots up to 5, it is a shorted path from here to here. It is a shorted path from here to here, but there is no connection between this and this, and there is no connection between this and this. That is a very important point. Suppose if you want to manually short these 5 slots and these 5 slots, you have to take one wire and we have to manually short like this. Short wire, connecting wires, and manually you have to short like this. Now your breadboard, it is having a closed path from this point up to this point. Since I have connected manually using this wire here to here, where there is an open slot, and suppose if you want to make a short of this and this also, you have to manually short this and this. How you have to take manually the extension of slots, it is there. So now suppose if you want make a short of this and this line, you can use these wires, this positive and positive, you can have entire this line. Here no, this 1 2 3 4 5 on the bottom slots, here also 1 2 3 4 5 bottom slots are shorted, but not the upper slots, only the bottom slots are shorted. This is how you have to understand the breadboard. Breadboard, there is a color line they have given. On some breadboards they have not given anything. You can choose of your choice whether it is a VCC and it is a ground. Here they have given it is a plus line, so that you can take it as a VCC and this as a ground. If you take this as a ground, no problem, but they have mentioned the sum of the breadboards plus and minus, so that you can remember the circuits easily. In other breadboards there will not be any color lines. You can take your own like this. But if you take any breadboard, there will be same strategy or same design internally. 1 2 3 4 5 slots, there is no connection. 1 2 3 4 5 slots, upper line and lower line, there is no connection. These are all vertically shorted, and there is no connection between this slot and this slot. So this is about the design of the breadboard. I hope you understand all these things. Thank you.